Welcome to Knowledge Hub, where curiosity meets discovery. Dive into a world of fascinating facts, mind-blowing science, and the secrets behind everyday wonders. Get ready to expand your mind and explore topics that spark your imagination. Let's unlock the knowledge together. I remember the day I first met Stefan. I was just a young fairy, flitting through the vibrant leaves of my enchanted forest, a place untouched by the outside world. The air was thick with magic, and I had never known anything beyond the shimmering borders of my home. Then, there he was, a boy from a nearby kingdom, with wide eyes full of wonder and a heart that seemed to beat in rhythm with mine. We laughed, we played, and in those moments, I felt a connection that was deeper than anything I had ever experienced. As we grew older, our friendship blossomed into something more. I could feel the warmth of his gaze, the way he made my heart flutter. But beneath that charming exterior, I sensed a hunger for power, a desire that would ultimately lead to my undoing. Stefan spoke of dreams and ambitions, of a future where he could be more than just a boy from a humble kingdom. I wanted to believe in him, to trust that our bond was stronger than his aspirations. But then everything changed. The peace of my forest was shattered when the king of a rival kingdom sought to conquer our land. I fought fiercely to protect my home, to defend the magic that pulsed through every tree and flower. I was strong, powerful, and I believed that love could conquer all. But in the midst of battle, I was blindsided by betrayal. Stefan, the boy I had trusted, the one I had shared my heart with, turned against me. In a moment of treachery, he severed my wings, my very essence, and presented them to the king in exchange for his own crown. The pain was unbearable, not just from the loss of my wings, but from the shattering of my heart. I had given him everything, and in return, he had taken my freedom, my trust, and my very identity. Now, I stand at the edge of my forest, the weight of betrayal heavy on my shoulders. The magic that once filled me with joy now simmers with rage. I am no longer the innocent fairy who danced among the flowers. I am Maleficent, and I will not let this betrayal go unpunished. The world outside may have seemed inviting, but it has shown me its true colors. I will rise from the ashes of my heartbreak, and I will make Stefan and the king pay for what they have done. Revenge will be mine, and I will reclaim my power, my wings, and my rightful place in this world. Years later, I found myself standing at a crossroads, burdened by the weight of my past actions. I had cursed Stefan's daughter, Aurora, to fall into a deep sleep on her 16th birthday. It was a punishment, a twisted reflection of my own pain. But as the years passed, something unexpected happened. I watched her grow, a radiant spirit in a world that had once cast me aside. I couldn't help but protect her. I became her guardian, shielding her from the very dangers I had once wished upon her. With every moment spent together, I felt a bond forming, one that felt more like a mother and daughter than a curse and its victim. I saw her laughter, her kindness, and her dreams, and I realized that I cared for her deeply. But the day of reckoning loomed. Aurora's 16th birthday arrived, and with it, the curse I had woven so carelessly. As she fell into that deep sleep, my heart shattered. I had created this fate, yet I was powerless to stop it. In my despair, I learned that true love could break the curse. It wasn't just a fairy tale. It was a truth I had to embrace. In that moment of desperation, I leaned down and kissed her. It was a kiss filled with all the love I had come to feel for her, a love that transcended the darkness of my past. And then, like the dawn breaking after a long night, she awakened. Her eyes opened, and I saw the spark of life return. But the battle was far from over. King Stefan, my once beloved, stood in my way, blinded by his own ambition and fear. The confrontation was fierce, a clash of old wounds and new beginnings. In the end, it was not just about defeating him. It was about reclaiming my place in this world, a world where I could protect Aurora and the forest we both cherished. With Stefan's demise, the kingdom and the forest united, a harmony I had longed for. I turned to Aurora, now a queen in her own right, and declared her the ruler of the forest. Together, we would forge a new path, one where love and understanding triumphed over hatred and vengeance. In that moment, I knew we could build a future together, one filled with joy and laughter. We would live happily, not just as queen and protector, but as family. The curse had been broken, and in its place, a bond stronger than any magic had formed.
I stand at the edge of my beloved forest, a realm woven with magic and life, where every creature knows the rhythm of the earth. It's a sanctuary, a place where I've forged bonds with beings that many would deem mere myths. Yet, as the sun filters through the leaves, I sense a disturbance, a whisper of danger. People are coming, invading my home, driven by greed and misunderstanding. They see only what they want to take, not what they destroy. Aurora dances among the flowers, her laughter ringing like chimes in the breeze. She's found joy here, a light that brightens even the darkest corners of my heart. But I can't shake the worry that clings to me like a shadow. One of our creatures is missing. I can see the concern in her eyes, and it mirrors my own. She's so innocent, so trusting. I want to shield her from the harsh realities of the world outside our borders. And then there's Prince Philip. He's charming, no doubt, and his love for Aurora is evident. But love can be a double-edged sword. I've seen it twist and turn, bringing both joy and heartache. I can't help but feel protective, not just of Aurora, but of the very essence of what we have here. I approach her, my heart heavy with the weight of my warnings. True love, I tell her, isn't just about passion and romance. It's about understanding, sacrifice, and sometimes pain. As she twirls in her gown, I see the spark of determination in her eyes. She's not just a princess. She's a force of nature, much like the forest itself. But will she understand the complexities of love? Will she grasp the dangers that lurk beyond our enchanted borders? I want her to be happy, but I also want her to be safe. The invaders are relentless, and I can feel their presence growing stronger. They don't understand the magic of this place, the delicate balance we've maintained. I must prepare for what's to come, to defend our home and the creatures that depend on us. I will not let them tear apart the sanctuary we've built. Aurora deserves to know the truth, to be equipped for the challenges ahead. I will guide her, but I must also let her find her own path. Love can be beautiful, but it can also blind us to the dangers that lie ahead. I will stand by her side, a guardian in the shadows, ready to protect her from the world's harsh realities. As the sun sets, casting a golden hue over the forest, I feel a surge of resolve. Together, we will face whatever comes our way. I will fight for this home, for the creatures who cannot speak for themselves, and for the bond we share. The forest is alive, and so is the spirit of those who dwell within it. We will not be conquered.
I can still hear the clinking of silverware, the forced laughter that echoed around the table. Dinner with both families was supposed to be a celebration, a chance to bridge the gap between our worlds. But instead, it became a battlefield. The queen, with her sharp tongue and sharper gaze, wasted no time in bringing up the past. She accused me of wrongs I thought were buried, twisting my history into a weapon against me. Aurora sat there, caught in the crossfire, her eyes darting between us. I could see the doubt creeping into her heart, the seeds of mistrust being sown by her mother's manipulations. It was painful to watch, knowing that the queen was using our past to drive a wedge between us. I wanted to reach out to Aurora, to remind her of the bond we shared, but the queen's words hung heavy in the air, suffocating any chance of clarity. Feeling betrayed, I stood up, my heart racing. I had given so much for Aurora, and yet here I was, being painted as the villain in a story I thought we had rewritten together. I left the table, the weight of the queen's accusations pressing down on me. But as I turned to walk away, I was ambushed, darkness swallowing me whole as I fell into the ocean. The cold water enveloped me, and for a moment, I thought I might drown in my own despair. When I finally awoke, gasping for breath, the world felt different. I learned of the Queen's true intentions, her plot to imprison the forest creatures, to snuff out the magic that thrived in our realm. My heart hardened. I had fought for Aurora, for the love we shared, but now I felt the sting of betrayal. How could I forgive her when the Queen's manipulations had driven a wedge between us? And then I heard whispers of the upcoming wedding, a union that could seal Aurora's fate, binding her to the very darkness I had tried to protect her from. I felt a surge of anger and sadness. Aurora was caught in a web of deceit, and I was left to pick up the pieces. The Queen thought she could control everything, but she underestimated the bond one shared with Aurora. I refuse to forgive so easily. I will not let the Queen's schemes tear us apart. I will rise from this, stronger than before. I will fight for Aurora, for the creatures of the forest, and for the love that still flickers in the shadows. The Queen may have her plans, but I will not stand idly by. The battle is far from over, and I will reclaim what is rightfully ours.
As the wedding day draws near, a dark shadow looms over our land. The Queen, desperate to secure her power, has unleashed a magical powder that weakens the creatures of the forest. I can feel their pain, their fear. They're my family, my friends. I refuse to let her tyranny go unchallenged. In a moment of desperation, I call upon my loyal crow, my trusted companion. With a surge of magic, I transform him into a mighty bear. He roars with strength, ready to protect our home and our people. Together, we charge into battle, determined to confront the Queen and her dark forces. The air crackles with tension as we face her in a final showdown. I can see the malice in her eyes, the lengths she will go to maintain her grip on power. But I know what I must do. I can't let her harm Aurora, the one who has brought light back into my life. In a heart-wrenching moment, I sacrifice myself, using the last of my magic to shield her from the Queen's wrath. But fate has a way of surprising us. Aurora's tears, pure and filled with love, fall upon me. They spark a revival, a rebirth. I rise again, stronger than before, and together we stand against the Queen. With our combined strength, we unleash a wave of magic that overwhelms her, transforming her into a goat, a fitting end for one who sought to control us through fear. With the threat vanquished, the creatures and I gather to celebrate our victory. Laughter fills the air, a sound that had been silenced for too long. Aurora and Philip stand together, ready to embark on their journey of love. It's a moment of joy, a reminder that even in the darkest times, hope can prevail. As peace settles over our land, I look at Aurora, her spirit shining brighter than ever. I promise to return for their future child, to guide and protect them as I have done for Aurora. Together, we have forged a bond that transcends magic and darkness. This is not just a victory, it's a new beginning for all of us. The forest is alive again, and so are we.
If you enjoy what you see, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Your support means the world and helps us create even more amazing content for you.